Billionaire versus Justin Bieber in a knockdown drag out. No, not really. But on the same day, I met both Justin Bieber and a billionaire, and I'm going to give you a little hint. One of them blew my mind, and I can't wait to talk to you about today. I did learn from both of them, and they have certain things in common. I think you're going to love today's show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness quest with your host, Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right. Imagine if you could do anything. If there were no limits, what would you do? What would you create? And what would you contribute? See, so far in my life, just recently when I met the billionaire and Justin Bieber on the same day, I've met 3 billionaires so far, and let me tell you, they are a breed apart. When I met Mr. Naveen Jain, who I didn't know before I met him just recently, but he's worth $8 billion. Big B. He's the founder of Moon Express and Viome.com. I've been doing more and more research into Naveen Jain since I met him, and I got to hang out with him for a little bit. He spoke at an event, and then he had a little mastermind breakout, and I got to hang out with him on the walk to the room, and then hang out with him in front of a small group of people. And it was interesting because I oftentimes think I have something to contribute to the conversation. I oftentimes have a lot of questions. I oftentimes think that I'm so smart that people need to listen to me. In this case, what I found is that I just shut my damn mouth and listened. Because when Naveen Jain spoke, he really blew my mind. He talked about things that challenged my beliefs about what was possible. The previous goals that I had before I was listening to Naveen talk about his goals and vision for what he is creating and the real results that he's created so far, it dwarfed what I had been previously thinking. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the similarities between the two. Because I bumped into Justin Bieber in the elevator. We were in a hotel in Beverly Hills, and he came into the elevator when my wife and I were in there with our baby. And quite frankly, he was smiling and cooing at our little 2-month-old son, Maverick, at the time. And I was so caught up with how cute my son was, I hardly even realized it was the Biebs. But it was the Biebs. And here are the similarities. See, both of these guys, both the billionaire and Justin Bieber, were happy. They were both positive. They really are. When I've seen them now I've followed the Biebs now for a while. I mean, he's a happy, smiley guy. That's the first thing that showed up in the elevator. Now, granted, I guess they both like babies. Maybe that's part of it. But they both had a positive energy about them. I've done some research about both of these guys just recently in looking at what I wanted to talk to you about today. And I've got some of their quotes, like Justin Bieber talks about being crazy and nuts, and he says that he's not normal and he thinks differently. Dude, you should look at what Naveen Jain has done with his company, Moon Express. He has a contract, the only contract that I think exists, to go ahead and mine the moon for minerals. Like, he can mine the moon. He has a goal to go ahead and establish human colonies on the moon by 2022. Like, the dude has got big goals. The biggest thing I learned from Naveen Jain is that it is time for me to 10x my goals. Screw 10x. I mean, I love Grant Cardone and the whole 10x movement, and his concept of that anything you want to create just takes 10x more energy than you ever have to put in you originally think is going to take, you're going to have 10 times the bigger problems, 10 times bigger. You should plan goals that are 10 times bigger than anything that you ever should have created before. Like, you should challenge yourself. He said one of the biggest mistakes, this is Grant Cardone, who's probably nearing billionaire status. I don't know exactly where he's at, but he talks about how the biggest mistake he had made in his life is that he set goals that were too small. Now, Naveen Jain, that's not his problem. He said that one of our purposes in life of being on this planet as a human being is to find solutions that benefit the world and our environment and our global society. That's why he's planning on colonizing the freaking moon. And what he's most excited about right now, or at least what he talked about most, was his company Viome, which is designed to heal sickness, to basically make illness optional. And it was crazy, guys. Being in his presence and imagining the conviction and certainty that he communicated in. By the way, that's another common characteristic between the Biebs and Naveen Jain. Phenomenal communicators, really phenomenal communicators who are, I mean, look, Justin Bieber sings, right? But he does that, and he's got a whole bunch of girls swooning at his tone. But Naveen Jain is singing too. His song is so audacious, his vision is so grand that he has attracted some of the most brilliant minds on the planet because he sells the vision and mission for what he's doing so well. And he stood on stage, and then he stood I talked with him in a small room, as few things that came out of my mouth. I did speak with him a little bit, but like I said, I mostly listened. He talked about something that blew my mind. Imagine this. He said, we have a simple mission to make illness optional. What? To make illness optional? He has decided that he wants to cure illness, and he believes that it starts in the gut. And he said, our job on this planet is to try to find ways to impact our environment, our fellow man, our global society. And he said, that's why I want to cure illness. He goes, there will always be disease. There will always be challenges. I can't stop people, but I can let them choose. And so he's invested a significant amount of his time, money, energy, and resources, and gotten some of the most brilliant minds on the planet to leave their other positions and jobs, the scientists. And here's what Naveen said. He said that if it's difficult, he goes, it's really hard work to create a digital marketing agency, which a lot of people in the room at this event were marketers and digital marketers. He goes, that's hard. He goes, that's hard work. He goes, when you create a big, audacious goal, something that is audacious, what you are going to attract are the biggest thinkers and movers and shakers and audacious people. He's like, then you're creating an environment where you have a team of people that are bigger and better and smarter than you. And Naveen has chosen industry after industry that he knows nothing about. The dude gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning to research science journals. He's actually said that in his Twitter feed. He has he's hashtagged all of the terms that he is researching so that he can learn more about a subject and he can face it from a brand new perspective. Like, instead of coming in as an expert in something, which I used to think was one of the highest pinnacles of awesomeness. I teach this, that you should establish your expertise. And he said the problem with being an expert is that you are now so well educated about this subject is it makes you blind to outrageous, out-of-the-box thinking. And that's why he chooses to do businesses in vastly different industries so that he can come in and face it from a completely different perspective. Dude, this stuff blew my mind. It really does right now. Like, it has me completely rethinking my goals. So here's my challenge for you. You have a challenge today. Think bigger, like much bigger. You know, there's something, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. Set a goal. This is step one. Set a big, hairy, audacious goal. A really big, like 10x bigger goal than what you've ever thought of creating in the past. Like going to the moon freaking big, colonizing the moon big. And then step two is let me help you get it. Like, I hope I'm the next level mentor for you. If not, then find somebody who is. But here's what I would challenge you to do. I have a 30-day free 30-day challenge where I can help you set and get any goal. I'm currently doing research about creating audacious goals. My new book is called Get Any Goal, and I'm in the process of doing research around it, and I want to help you with a 30-day goal. And you can join my book challenge, or excuse me, my 30-day challenge by just getting my app. If you haven't downloaded my app yet, just pull out your phone and text message my name, which is Trevor, to the number 36260. That's 36260. That's the phone number you put in, and then you text message my name, Trevor, to that, and then you'll get a little link to my app. Put that app on your phone, and then there's a button on my app. Once my smiling face is actually on your phone, you can go ahead and click it, and then you can join my 30-day challenge. I am so freaking excited about this 30-day challenge because it can help you set and get any goal. Let me support you with that. It is 100% free. I just want to showcase your result. I've got some cool stuff where I'm going to give you a gift. If you, I'm assuming that you're going to accomplish your goal in 30 days, I'll send you a free t-shirt, okay? My cost, I'll let you give, I'm relaunching one of my books called The Gift. It's a 30-day gift challenge, actually, because it's my gift to you. And I'm relaunching that, and there's an audiobook that is going on the back end of this as well that you get for free. There's all kinds of cool stuff with it, but let me help you and set a big, hairy, audacious goal. And I don't know whether you want to be a sing and dance like the Biebs, who I completely respect and I thought was awesome and I think is awesome, so I'm not knocking him at all. But I am more inspired by someone who is trying to change the planet and the globe and our global society, and he fired me up. And I hope you're fired up too. Let me support you on this challenge if you would, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow on another daily dose of Greatness Quest. Please share this with somebody else and comment and like today's episode. Go onto iTunes and please give me some love if you would, and share this with someone else that you care about. All right, have an amazing day.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.